Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen from VanVeenBulbs.com. Next, we're going to learn all about how to dry hydrangeas. We have these beautiful plants in our yards, and they bloom, and then the blooms start to fade, and we want to save them because they're so beautiful. And they're so beautiful in fall arrangements as well. So let's learn how to save our hydrangea, and how to cut hydrangea, and how to dry hydrangea. Okay, so these hydrangeas are pretty much done blooming, and they've already lost a lot of their color. It's almost better to cut them when they're more at the color stage. So like this one is still pretty pink. So it's beautiful. It's that gorgeous pink color. So I'm really not going to do anything to that, except I'm going to put it in a paper bag. And that way it'll dry, and it'll probably keep a lot of its color. But even the hydrangeas that have lost their color, and they don't have a lot of color to them, but they still look pretty good. So I'll just cut it. And there's a lot of things that you can do to actually make them last longer when they are dried, and to spruce them up a bit, to make them a little more exciting for your fall bouquets. Because even a couple of these dried in a little vase, or put it in with a wreath, or with some dried roses, they're just gorgeous. And they last so long as the dried flowers. I just love them. A trick that I found that you can do to make them last even longer is when they're done drying, or even as soon as you cut them before they dry. I found it's a really good time. I use any kind of a hair gel or hair spritzer, not anything that is aerosol, but any kind of thing, a pump, and then I'll just pump it. And you can pretty much do it with anything. And this is actually body mist, but it's got a lot of alcohol in it, and I found a lot of kind of a shiny gel to it too. So pretty much anything. And what happens is it keeps it from falling apart. So a lot of times hair spritzer works really well, or hair gel, or anything that you can spray on it. But look at right there, just that gloss makes everything look a little better. And before I'm even drying it, I'm doing this. You can do it when it's dry too. And then I love body sparkles, and I love any kind of sparkles. And I love it on my flowers too, especially my dried flowers. So these are actually just body sparkles, and I've put them in a little bowl. And so what I'm doing is I'm just going to take my little hydrangea, and I'm going to mix it around in there. And once it's done, it'll dry, and it'll be covered with sparkles. So when I put that even in a Christmas wreath, or my Thanksgiving wreath, or even, like I said, with some dried roses, it just makes it look good for a lot longer. And the best part is you don't always see the sparkles, but when the sun just comes in at a certain angle, or at night when you turn a candle on, it just sparkles a little more, and it just makes it more beautiful, and it seems to last longer. So it's an easy way that you can get your hydrangeas to dry and last a lot longer. So once I sprayed them and I put some sparkles on them, you don't even have to do that. You can just throw them right into a paper bag, as I did with the pink one. I just throw it right into a paper bag. And I don't pretty much do anything to it. I just leave it. And I might check on it once or twice a week, maybe move them around, make sure they're not touching each other. Another easy way to dry them is just put them like on a cardboard box, or in a cardboard box. And I just check on them here and there. But again, notice just this pink one. By itself, it's gorgeous. It's a really pretty hydrangea. But if I spray just a little bit of spray on it, it just seems to shine, and I know it'll last longer and keep its color better. So in about a month or two, I can keep checking on them, or use them whenever I want, or I can even leave them fresh and put them into arrangements and let them dry as they are. There's really no wrong way to dry hydrangeas. As long as they don't stay too wet, because then they won't dry if they're wet, they'll pretty much do really well. And you don't want to smash them. You want to try to give them their shape. So you want to make sure that they're standing up straight. But they're just a beautiful, beautiful fresh plant and dry plant, and a plant that you can enjoy for many, many years.